Aside from his hit-making days as 50% of the duo Foster and Lloyd, his songs have been recorded by the Dixie Chicks, Sweethearts of the Rodeo, Tanya Tucker, T. Graham Brown, Gary Allen, Sara Evans, and Keith Urban, probably just to name a few. That's enough to quit and go home. You know, you can go home on that, really. But he hasn't.
No.
Del Rio, Texas'
I've got
favorite.
college educations to pay for.
That's true. Del Rio, Texas' favorite son has made his way finally to the Thacker Chronicles. Welcome, Radney Foster.
Thank you, Eldon. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, sir. It's good to be here.
So, today is fun for me because I've been able to witness the span of your career.
The spam of my career?
Yeah, the spam. Yes, the spam of your career. On white bread with Miracle Whip.
Well, that's it. That's the one.
And that's it. So it's fun
Pickles
for me.
or no pickles?
Bread and butter.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
If we're going with real mayonnaise, I got to go with the bread and butter.
Okay, I got you. There
you know, then you don't have when you don't have the sweet of the Miracle Whip.
See, okay, I'm not a Miracle Whip guy.
Okay. Well, if you're going to go real mayonnaise, try the bread and butter pickles.
I shall.
Sometimes you kiss me, baby, sometimes you don't. Weave your magic all night long, next night you won't. Come and go just as you please, I don't get no respect, 'cause you don't really give a damn whose heart you wreck.
So here you are in the August of your
In the August of my days, yes. In the gray of
the
my
autumn of your years. What's life like for Radney Foster these days?
You know, I still tour. I probably still do 80 plus gigs a year. And I love it. I still write. I think one of the great things that Nashville gave me, just as a town, was a work ethic. You know, I started out my career, we were talking about this a little earlier, is, you know, I got a gig as a staff songwriter in 1985, and that, you know, that was the only path that I had to, you know, I didn't want to be behind the scenes. You know, I was hoping to, you know, back then get a record deal.
Sure.
And didn't even know a Foster and Lloyd was going to exist. But that was a path. That was an honest path to get to that place. And, you know, you kind of went in and you wrote every week, you know, and
you were expected
to turn in songs.
to turn in a certain amount of songs every year.
Correct.
As part of your
contract. You know? And the thing is that, you know, you learned this work ethic. And so I still shoot for trying to write a song a week. Now, that doesn't mean they're all good.
Sauntering at 2 a.m. whisper poetry. Sensuous, whiskey soaked and breathless next to me. You sneak out before the dawn, but what should I expect? If you don't really give a damn whose heart you have.
But I think the thing that it's really helped me with is that all of that collaborating and all of that work ethic made me better as a writer by myself whenever I had that, you know, that instant moment where the muse sits on your shoulder at 2 in the morning and you get up and you get out of bed and you go, okay, I have to really honor this and go do this. The work ethic helped me have you know, the tools to
Right.
get it done. You know,
It's really Nashville back in that time. I don't know if it's still the same now, but it was really kind of a blue collar attitude.
It
about
really was,
getting
yeah.
up, going to work. If you
Pretty
were
much.
if you were a writer, you got up, you took your lunch pail, and you went to work. If you were a studio musician, you had 3 sessions a day, all 3 hours a piece, and you were busy. You were working, and
Oh, yeah.
and you know, you went home at night and
that's it.
had a beer.
Every time you leave me, I swear I'm moving on. Get myself a real job and a love I won't do me wrong. Then you sneak in with my guitar and a line I can't reject. Ah, you don't really give a damn who's hot you wreck. Every time you leave me, I swear I'm moving on. Get myself a real job and a love won't do me wrong. Then you slip in with a melody and a wink just for effect. Nah, you don't really give a damn whose heart you get.
What would you say to a young guy today in our current environment where it's so much different, where really maybe the staff writer job doesn't carry as much weight?
Well, it's harder because of, you know, streaming has just taken the life and blood out of what made that system work. Was, you know, small amounts of mechanical sales just still added up.
Right.
And the more it moves that direction, the more it takes sort of the lifeblood out of that thing. I really encourage every young writer I see that, you know, all careers in the music industry these days are DIY. I mean, you got to do it yourself. And
Marketing,
then,
everything.
Yeah, everything. And
Yeah.
then you may, as you progress, as you get to where you can play 2 bars, and then you can play 3 bars, and then you can play 4 bars. You know,
Right.
And coffee houses and somebody's living room and everything else that you do.
Somebody's deck.
You know, and to get started, as you're doing that, you may find good, valid partners along the way, and you may find lousy ones. You know, but
Right.
you know, you kind of got to get some discernment and kind of do that.
Well, that was what happened to you. You got wound up with a lousy partner in Bill Lloyd.
No, I wound up with a great partner in Bill Lloyd. Just an absolute. I learned so much from Bill Lloyd.
He's so mean and disrespectful, and took all the
He's
credit.
the nicest guy on the planet.
You pick the lock on my kitchen door, pout and play me well. Smile and say that you got one last story left to tell. Say that you'll give back my soul if I'll cash this last check. Nah, you don't really give a damn whose heart you wreck. We both know you're lying as you lean in to kiss my neck. Ah, you don't really give a damn whose heart you wreck. Come on and kiss me, baby.
So, okay, what are you doing now?
What am I doing now? I'm
yeah.
writing for my next record. We're about to have a Kickstarter campaign that's going to come out about it. And one of the things that I've been doing differently, I think I'm always looking for some way to be creative. I've been cast in a musical that's being produced in Atlanta that Christian Bush wrote all the music for from Sugarland.
How fun is that?
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's put on by the Alliance Theater, which is a really award-winning theater company. It's going to be in January and February. But I also
You're the romantic lead, of course.
I won't blow the thing. It's called Troubadour. It's a great
Cool.
play. But the other thing I'm doing is I'm making a new record, and I'm also writing a book to go with it. Each song is going to have its own short story. So the book will be a collection of short stories, 10
Great
or 12
idea.
short stories, 10 or 12 tracks, and people can go and pre-order.
Man, I miss you. I love you. Thank you for coming to be on the Thacker
Eldon,
Chronicles.
thank you so much, sir.
Radney Foster.